What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're for episode 11 of Madden 24 Pink Slips after starting 2-0. Last episode, we are here with two big divisional games, Week 3 and Week 4, against the Raiders and the Chargers. Those are matchups that have 1 star just on the line because they're rivalry games, because they're divisional games. So it's going to be very important that we remain undefeated so that we can start to establish a little bit of dominance here in the West region of the Super League. And it all starts with carryover from last episode where we had a couple wheel spins and it was up to you guys to decide what we are going to do. First piece of business is we rolled a dev trait increase, which means one player on the squad can go up a dev trait. And we have decided that it was, step one of that was it should go to a superstar player. It should go to a player that could become an X factor because abilities. Let's get some more abilities. And as voted on by you guys, Dion Clement, our rookie wide receiver, 6'6", 220, out of Penn State, got your vote for dev trait increase, which we already knew he was a superstar. We are now going to make him a superstar X Factor. And in doing so, we got to give him a better number. I think, honestly, at this point, he's probably earned number 0, all things considered. So we have now created a superstar X Factor wide receiver. I suppose we should also open it up to, what's the best ability? I think for a guy of his size, we probably should make it, double me makes sense, but I just never use aggressive catches. I think max security also makes sense to make those possession catches. I also think, I don't know. I literally could not tell you which is the best ability here. We'll go max security. Seems uninspiring to go with max security, but we'll put that there for the time being. Obviously, there's only a 75 overall, too. There's not, again, we have one freaking ability we can use. It's going to take some time to develop them. However, we also had a Monstars roll. And if you don't know what the Monstars is, basically we rolled it. It's like the Monstars from Space Jam, where from the team that we defeated, we could steal 2 attributes and apply it to players on our own squad. Now, I wasn't perfectly clear because the top voted comment was to give Dion Clement the speed and acceleration from Jalen Waddle. However, I did state when I broke down the wheel that you can only use it to one player. You can only use one player once. So what we are going to do is we are going to steal from Jalen Waddle. We're going to take that beautiful 98 speed that he has, and we are going to apply it to a 6'6" wide receiver and try to make a mini Randy Moss. So that will take Clement, who is currently a 75 physical. We bump that all the way up to 90. It only goes up 1 point. And obviously now it looks a little weird having 98 speed and only 89. It takes him a little bit to get up to speed, but when he hits that straight line, he's absolutely gone. So we will take that as our first upgrade. Our second upgrade was kind of the runner-up here. Vita Vea was a part of that victory. So we are going to take the 98 strength from that Vita Vea, and we are going to apply it to Nolan Smith Jr. And Nolan Smith, absolute stud. Highlight the last episode, last Madden update, he did get his face scan in the game, which I think Madden needs to do a better job with the face scans. I don't know. Maybe that's a hot take. I think they should. But because of just how athletically gifted he is with 93 speed, 97 acceleration, I felt like giving him 98 strength. Probably not going to do a whole lot for a speed rusher. I don't even know what strength does for pass. Like, what is it? Does it give you a better win rate? I don't know. But we're going to go from 87, and we're going to bump this all the way. Oh, look, we got a little bit of love. So, yeah, strength is going to be used. He goes from an 87. Oh, my God. That'll do. That will certainly freaking do. But I also think the last little piece of business, because we've committed to Dion Clement, is we're going to have to unfortunately strip off the team captaincy badge for Luke Musgrave, which protected him in the event of a loss from getting poached. And now we have a prize gem here at wide receiver in Dion Clement, the X Factor, who definitely should be protected. Now, we unfortunately did not smash the 1,000 like goal in the last episode. Maybe it's because I record this one too quickly. If I waited another day or two, we might have eventually hit it. It was like almost 900 likes. So again, if you want to have that additional half star for the next episode, episode 12, all we gotta try to do is hit the like goal on today's video in every episode of Pink Slips, which is 1,000 likes. So go on and do that. Helps out the channel more than you guys know with the YouTube algorithm, all that stuff. We are always taking the daily fight to the YouTube algorithm for them to freaking recommend my videos. But ahead of today's matchup, week 3, we do have a breakout scenario for Bijan Robinson looking to make the jump from a superstar running back to an X-Factor running back. Get Bijan 4 touchdowns or 200 yards from scrimmage for him to become an X-Factor, and I think absolutely we're going to commit to that. I don't think we're going to throw the football once, even though I want to utilize our brand new X-Factor wide receiver. Maybe we're going to focus a little bit more on that week 4 at home against the Chargers. But I think week 3, with an opportunity to get Bijan up to an X-Factor, that'd give us our 3 that we're allowed to have on the offense. It'd be Anthony Richardson, Clement, and Bijan. I think that is a very, very important goal for us to reach here today. So that's what we're going to do. Not only trying to skunk the Raiders, a squad that very quickly, looking at what they have to offer, outstanding offensive line for what I remember last year. Not so much a quarterback, and we are trying. This is going to be our second episode. It's season 2 of Pink Slips here in Madden 24. We are on a juicy all-pro slider set. Last episode we went 2-0, but we played terrible quarterbacks. Quarterbacks that were below 65 overall for some reason. Today's episode does get a lot better in the quarterback department, but if it is not really competitive, not really challenging, I think I'll just, as much as I just want this to be not all mad, I think, there's going to come a certain point where it's just going to be too easy. I don't want to go undefeated. And I feel like there is a shot that if we don't get a little bit more of a challenge on All Pro, I will prevent myself from myself. Looking at the offensive here, for the Raiders, they had 2 retirements. They had Jason Kelsey and I believe Lane Johnson last season. Jason Kelsey retired at center, and they probably got Ryan Ramczyk in free agency. I mean, I could be wrong on Lane, but either way, they still have a very good offensive line. They still have a bona fide game changer, take the game over at wide receiver, type playmaker in Devontae Adams. But for the most part, all pro, all Madden, I think this is a team in game that we absolutely should be winning. Why is tackling so hard? Why is tackling in the open field so fucking hard? All right, so Bijan hit 200 last week. Do that again, and he'll be a red boy. So it's 3rd and 3. Clement, Musgrave. 2 weapons for sure. Oh, we got both of them. Clement, great grab, man. Let's see. What is he, 76? Still not a great overall, but with his ceiling never being higher, I would definitely want to get him involved here more in the offense than he has first 2 weeks of the season. Try to get this one through the air. We only have a 6'6" target. And he got it. What a grab. Contested grab at that. Dion Clement opens his NFL account. And we needed a quick response there after really a just blown defensive drive that let the Raiders score first. All right, we finally got him into a 3rd and long here in our territory. Maybe just using the pass rush ain't helping. We're going to need to let them do their own thing, which is exactly what we do there. They're kind of on the cusp of going for it. Likely, though, we just get out the field, forced a punt, which we did. Oh, let's go. 96 yards. Tack that on to the, 200 we need? 250? Let's go, Bijan. Moment never too big for the kid. Give me that. Give me that. Ran it better than you did. Pick 6. Oh, Russ had some speed to him. That pick 6 would have... Russ just kept 1 star off the board. Defensive touchdowns worth 1 full star. Let's do it ourselves. Oh, 98 strength. Full effect on third down. Force the punt. Second and goal on the 11. Fired it. Musk. This is ridiculous. That was so inaccurate. We're getting very close to the 200-yard mark for Bijan. Oh, I think we just got it. I think we are. If we didn't just get it, we are like at 199, 200. So we are playing with an X factor. We can't lose it. Can't have a bunch of backwards runs. And that is just blocked exceptionally well here. As he's, 214. And there we go. We get him his second rushing touchdown of the game, which is more Pink's scoring as we focus in on potential 5-star performance here in what is likely our last All-Pro episode of the series. All right, here we go. We're going to set up a nice play-action shot here to Clement, who, if we get him a second touchdown, obviously that will be Pink scoring as well. And it feels like every time we feel kind of confident about a passing offense, we throw an interception. Oh, third tutty of the game, Bijan Robinson. Let's give him the X factor now. And I think that 98 strength has only awakened a different type of monster here. Oh my God, look at him. He's really... Get that horn dog. Get smashed, doesn't matter. Second pick. Defense, unstoppable. That's really the difference, I think. I think our defense on All-Pro... Offensively, clearly, we've thrown 3 shitty picks and have been punished. But I think defensively, I'm too good defensively. Fuck, man, I want to get we got to get a tutty here. Let's get some confidence going with our passing offense. There we go, Musgrave. Yep. 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 Yeah, buddy. Get in there, Rager. Run it up. Break even at least for Anthony Richardson. 3 touchdowns passing to break even on those 3 picks. And we're going to just, you already know, it's going to be a 5-star. It's only going to be how much? We might have got a 10-star, honestly. And yeah, taking a look at the score. We won the game. We won by 21, and it was a divisional victory, which gives us 3 stars right off the rip. We also had the turnover battle, which is a half-star. Looking at our player stats, Anthony Richardson with 3 passing touchdowns gets a half-star. Bijan Robinson gets 1 full star for getting 200 yards rushing, a half star for 3 rushing touchdowns, and we're about to get that freaking X factor that he so clearly deserves. No scoring for Clement, but clearly a good first introductionary, example of what we just got by using all of our upgrade points on him. Seems like he's going to be a dude for us. Defensively, Nolan Smith, unstoppable, gets a half star for his TFLs, gets 1 full star for 4 sacks. We had 2 picks, 1 from Joey Porter, 1 from JC Horn, which is a full star for the interceptions. Ends up being an 8-star performance. We cap it at 5, so it's a plus 10 upgrade plus a spin at the wheel. First piece of business, though, is the breakout on Bijan. Let's get that going. And that is, I think we're going to hit that either way, like based off of how we're using him, how our offense is kind of struggling a little bit throwing the ball. He was probably going to get enough usage to get the X factor organically at the end of the season, but we'll take it a little early right now. And off of that, we get 2 upgrades, and I'm sure we're probably going to get about a 3rd one because we do have a Player of the Week winner, which, honestly, we could get 1 for Bijan, 1 from Nolan Smith if I had to guess. But there we go. Bijan with his X Factor. And before we spin the wheel, before we go poach the Raiders roster, let's see what we got here. And it is both Bijan and Nolan getting a nice Player of the Week performance, which gives them also a Player of the Week upgrade. For Bijan, last time we went catching, this time, let's go bump that break tackle up to 1 of these points. We're going to max it out. We can only go up 1 point. So we take his break tackle from wherever it just was up to a 92, which gives him 90 elusive back archetype. And for Nolan Smith, man, we can only go up 2 points for power rusher. What about speed? 1, 2. Oh, yeah. We'll just go finesse. I do want, now I'm thinking about abilities, right? Certain things, certain moves don't unlock until you break You know, I'd probably got to get 85 power rush to unlock a couple more abilities. Save for run stuffer, but I think we just keep on going with, you know, finesse until we max that out for speed rusher, and then we can look at making him a little bit more well-rounded. All right, spin the wheel time. Again, I gave it one more episode for me to be like, oh. All right, back-to-back episodes, we get ourselves a dev trait increase. I'm going to pick this one, though. This one's going to be on me. I was very close to giving it to Riley Moss, but there is a chance, you know, because we got a crowded corner room now, that he would lose that X Factor. I think Superstar's a good spot for him to be. I think one player, though, that will be immune to losing a dev trait because he's always going to be getting us tackles. And I think that the fact that we're usually him, if we're not Nolan Smith, it is Trenton Simpson. I think trying to get Trenton Simpson up to an X Factor is important. I think he's the next most important guy. So we're going to bump him up right now with his upgrade to a superstar, and hopefully he continues on his trajectory where he's a tackle machine, and we get him an X Factor. So that means really the two main guys that we would use around the defense are the guys with all the abilities. And a step in doing that is getting Trenton Simpson one step closer to an X Factor ability. And for upgrade, there's the closest one, which is annoying. I'll show it. We're 1 point off. And it would have just been, you know, obviously a very smooth upgrade. But we are 11 points. We only have 10, obviously, to be working with. 11 off of being able to straight up just upgrade Ike Ekwonu to Tristan Wirfs, one of the best tackles in all of Madden. However, can't afford it. Plus, I mean, there is still the skill points there that we could be spending. So we're going to use just our plus 10. We're going to send 71 normal dev linebacker Channing Tindall to get 76 star dev Jamin Davis. We're going to send 70 overall rookie wide receiver Tommy Wilcox, who has a normal dev trait, and we're going to get their rookie wide receiver Andrew Callaway, who is 75 with a hidden dev, just to try to continue to add some depth to our wide receiver room. Game 2, which is probably going to be our last All-Pro. Great opportunity to go to 4 now. We're against the 0-3 Chargers, who are talented for sure. Opportunity. A-Chain has been there. A-Chan, I believe. I don't know. He's changed his name a couple times. That's a nice upgrade, even though, you know, he'd have to probably take over for Deuce Vaughn because, you know, perfect world. Can't keep everybody. I mean, a perfect world would have all three in the backfield. We'd have a backfield of Bijan X Factor, Deuce Vaughn X Factor, A-Chain X Factor. Probably pretty tough to swing that one. But A-Chain, they got Travis Kelce, Kincaid. They got ridiculous tight ends. Chris Bard, I bet you, what, is that a hidden dev rookie for them? Hidden dev at tackle. That could be something we want to key on. We need help at right tackle. Kenyon Green, dev trait. We got another rookie here, Wyatt Cochrane. Got, okay, 92 strength. Haas, he's a Haas. Christian Wilkins could be a nice poach target. Adafe Owe at pass rusher for sure. Tremaine Edmonds would be nice in our linebacking room. Jalen Ramsey, I'd take that. DJ Turner, the speedster. Buda Baker, I'd be all about it. Buda Baker. There's some big upgrades, but we need to be, and they also got Daxton Hill on their practice squad. Another guy, add him to the list that we would take onto the roster, but let's make the most because we'll go back to freaking all Madden after today. Let me have my fun here with this second matchup, and then we'll go back to making it hard. 3rd and 7, let's utilize our new superstar linebacker, Trenton Simpson. Looking pretty good. Where are they going to go check down? Nothing, man. Absolutely nothing. Get off the field. Decent start here for the Chargers, forcing us to a 3rd and 8. We got Deion Clement in the slot. That's an X factor right there. We go Tank Dell deep. How about, what do you mean my 5'10", 140-pound wide receiver didn't win a jump ball? Yeah, we had our fun. You know, we said we got to go down to All-Pro to have some fun. We've had too much fun for 2 episodes. Let's go Deuce! He's still here. He's reminding everybody. This don't replace me with A-Chain. I'm still a guy member. I was the stud year 1. Oh, blitz. Got the speed to close this down. Come on, you get... Boss! Oh. It's a good play. We just wanted to get another sack. Number 3, hat trick in the first half, Nolan Smith. Take off. I'm going to be throwing it deep. I mean, they do have Jalen Ramsey and Budda Baker in that secondary, and I'm sure that they will punish us if we throw a shit throw. Just trying to protect the football after 3 interceptions in the first game. Be able to get it to him here, though. First and goal. Oh, throws it to... Oh, there we go. Off script. That's what you need. You need your X Factors play like X Factors. There we go. Karlaftis. When you got double team, triple team, Nolan Smith. We got other guys, too, that can get after the pass. Oh, really? No one on Clement? Cool. Cool. Cool you guys did that. Finally, Anthony Richardson. It did take going to All-Pro for Anthony Richardson to start feeling and playing like Anthony Richardson. All right. We got a little bit of a pulse there. Owe, one of the guys we might potentially target. Gets a sack. Go a little flood here. A little flood. Hope you got that flood insurance. Boom! And nothing. Offense sucks, man. Our offense, passing that is, not good. Not where it needs to be. Underperforming. Jesus fucking Christ, fellas. Come on! Okay, very important that we find a way to get a touchdown here. And look, we're fumbling it. Just, like, the notion that, like, fumbles are happening. They're not missing a single tackle. We've had a couple drop picks. It's starting to be like, oh. You know when you play your franchise modes and it's like, oh, my team's 4-0 juggernaut and I'm playing the 0-3 divisional rival. And that rival plays game of the year, their Super Bowl. I think that's what we're in store for right now. Fuck me, man! To get out the field here, get some momentum. Hold him just to a field goal attempt at worst. 3rd and 10. Nolan Smith, very quiet second half. After dominating the first half. Oh, get both feet in. J.C. Horn. Second pick of the episode. We needed that. Punish the 74 overall quarterback. All right, thinking about pink scoring here. Anthony Richardson does have a scrambling touchdown. So let's see if we can get him in a second one here. Which we are able to do. X Factor enabled. Has his escape artist on. And in a low scoring, like we're not getting 5-star. We'll take any points, any scoring that we can for pinks when we can. And there's a nice little half-star there for 2 rushing touchdowns. All right, here we go. This is our last chance at... Well, right now we're at win plus half-star for beating them by 14. So that's kind of what they're playing for right now. Is to not get beat by 14. And I don't think that's going to stand. Look like he only got 1 foot in. But at best, that is turnover on... You know how many times we've got screwed over by terrible blown calls? We'll take one in our favor. Give Smoke Monday the interception. This one's over. Give me that. Give me that. Give me more scoring. More. More. This could be our last 5-star for a while. There's him getting a nice little half-star. Final play. Come on. Give me one more sack. That's Karlaftis. 2nd and a half on the day. I don't know if we did it. I think it'll be close. I feel like if we got that 1,000 likes, we'd probably be flirting with 5. Let's calculate this one up. And we'll relish this because, yeah, we're going back to All-Pro. It is a big-time performance. We won the game. It was a divisional victory, won by 21, which is 3 stars right off the rip. We also had the turnover battle, which is worth a half-star. Look at our player stats. 2 rushing touchdowns for Anthony Richardson. A really, really good rushing performance. But we only got scoring for Anthony Richardson's 2 rushing touchdowns with a half-star. But the defense absolutely balled out. We got a half-star for Karlaftis' TFLs and sacks, giving him 1. A half-star for Nolan Smith's TSLs and sacks. That's another 1. And a half-star for Vita Vea's TFLs and sacks. Plus 2 interceptions, 1 for Horn Dog, 1 for Smoke Monday. Ends up being another 8-star performance. You can only get 5, so it's a plus 10. Spin on the wheel. And back to all Madden we go. The better get better, the stronger get stronger. Nolan Smith with an upgrade. I'm going to go power, though. I think now is when we start trying to diversify just a little bit when we can. Here we go again. Spin the wheel for the second time. And I think it's probably going to be the last time for a little bit. You can make the argument we've been playing on easy mode. So let's respin that one. You can make the argument that's what we've been doing. We've been getting that easy mode roll. And what we get here is another dev trait upgrade. All right. Thing with that dev trait, man, I'm gonna go on this my own self. We're gonna continue what we started, and that is bringing Nolan Smith up to an X factor. One of the players that we use her all the time on the defense, along with Nolan Smith. So now, no matter who we're controlling, we got an absolute baller. Welcome to the X Factor Club, Trenton Simpson. All right, so utilize our plus 10. This is all going on you guys. We found 2 upgrades potentially on the offensive side of the ball. One would be, unfortunately, saying bye to Deuce Vaughn, 78 star dev, original team captain. But anytime we have the opportunity to bring in someone like H.N., who is absolutely like the most pink slip running back we've seen in quite some time, I at least need to suggest it. I at least need to bring it up. And this plus 2 could come in handy because a lot of the other upgrades are pretty expensive in terms of utilizing our plus 10 that we're working with. So keep that in mind. We also have at right tackle, Daniel Falele, current starter, 69 normal. Obviously, he's here for the memes at 6'8", 380 pounds. But we could use 5 points of our 10 to get Chris Barden, 74 hidden dev tackle, who would easily just step right in and plug and play at left tackle for the squad. Plus, who knows what that dev trait could be. It could be superstar. Now, the rest of the upgrades are on the defensive side of the ball. Up first, we have George Karlaftis, 78 star dev, not really pink slippy. So if that is kind of in agreement, we can look at getting Owe, who is 2 years older, but it would be a plus 0 to go get someone that is absolutely a pink slip pass rusher with 89 speed, 91 acceleration at 6'5", 257. But that's just a lateral plus 0. If we want to spend an upgrade on Karlaftis, this is where it might get a little weird because we could spend 9 points and go out and get Christian Wilkins. However, if we went out and got Christian Wilkins, we'd move him to D tackle. So we can do that, but by moving Christian Wilkins to D tackle, that means our defensive end spot would be shifted a little bit, and we'd have to look at probably moving Yasir Abdullah back to one of our starting pass rushers. So is that necessarily like a big time upgrade or not? I'll leave that up to you to decide, but we could definitely beef up the interior. Another is spending all 10 of our points. We have Jamin Davis, 78. He had 2 skill points that we spent when we acquired him just off of the last dub. But we could quickly send him away and bring in Tremaine Edmonds, who's only a year older, and it gives us an old head there in the linebacking core. But the argument could be made that our linebackers are Trenton Simpson and Troy Anderson for the most part. And is that third linebacker or worth bumping and downgrading Troy Anderson worth it right now? I don't know, but that is definitely an upgrade worth having, spending all 10 in one player. The next set of upgrades, we still got one more after this, but we can look at Smoke Monday. They have Dax Hill on their practice squad, 75 star dev safety. So even though Smoke Monday, a little bit of a fan favorite, we could use plus 6 to upgrade Smoke Monday to Dax Hill, who would be a starter in our secondary. Other than that, we have Amir Speed, 68 normal dev corner, who we could upgrade for DJ Turner, who's a year younger, 76 with a star dev, and the fastest man from the 2023 NFL Combine. 93 speed, 98 acceleration. Very pink slippy. We could spend all 10 of the points on J.C. Horn and Jalen Ramsey. 88 star, and I do think J.C. Horn has a breakout. We have a breakout defensive back scenario. Really, it only makes sense for it to be J.C. Horn. There's a chance that it could be Smoke Monday or something like that. And I don't want to trigger it because we need to obviously kick off the next episode with that breakout scenario. But we do have a breakout scenario for a mystery DB. Could be J.C. Horn. However, a chance to spend all 10 points and bring in an X Factor. 98 Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, he's up there at age a little bit at 29. But he would be a gigantic, even as he regresses, man, he is going to be a player that I think ages pretty well until he retires. So that is a gigantic opportunity for us to get one of the best defensive backs in the NFL. The final upgrade, we'll be spending 8 points to send 84 Kyle Hamilton. He's been solid, made some plays for us. obviously we're going to go for more of a win now move. We decided to go with this option, but it would be +8 of our 10 to upgrade Kyle Hamilton and bring over Buda Baker, 28, 92 overall with that superstar dev. Obviously getting probably pretty close to his ceiling. I don't know if he's going to age as gracefully as a Jalen Ramsey would, but I do think an opportunity to get 2 potential studs, legitimate win now, they're going to be studs right away type players in either getting Buda Baker or Jalen Ramsey. Definitely worth the discussion. So all these upgrades are going to be pinned in the comment section below. And we got to finish this off with the bummer, with the bad news. Oh, I wanted it easy. I wanted it. But we got to do it, man. 4-0. You know, we'll take whatever we're able to gain from these first 2 episodes, the squad growth, the development, the dev traits, the wheel spins, and just suck it up and play some All Madden. So we're going back to All Madden next episode, but let me know what players are going to help us usher in All Madden. Are we getting A-Chain? Are we getting that rookie hidden dev tackle? Christian Wilkins, Owe, Edmonds, Jalen Ramsey, DJ Turner, Dax Hill, Buda Baker. Vote on it in the comment section below. Try and hit that 1,000 like goal to see if we can get that extra star point to be working with our upgrades, because when we go back to All Madden, we're probably going to need it a lot more than we've needed the first 2 episodes. But that'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if it's your first time stopping by for the YouTube algorithm, because we are always clanging and banging, trying our best to battle with the YouTube algorithm to recommend our channel, to help grow the channel here a little bit. All I ask in return is a like, is to leave a little comment, vote on your players that you want to see, join Pink Slips, and that'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Until then, it's your boy C4 saying peace out, love ya. Have a good one.